timeline just at the slow start offensively?
I mean, you got to give credit to Houston. They pitched very well. They moved the ball. They located the spots, and so we got to give them credit. And yeah, from our point of view, from our offense, I would say I got to do a way better job to be on base and to make things happen. And I think once I do that, I think the offense is going to continue to get better. I feel like the guys had quality at bats the whole entire weekend.
You've had a few slow starts offensively the last couple seasons. What do you need to do to get out of that, not repeat that?
That's a fantastic question. I'm sure everyone's asking that, and I'm sure everyone's trying to figure it out, and I'm right there with everyone. I don't know. I guess I got to put the ball in play. Focus on not hitting into the opposing players. I thought it was better than yesterday. I think I had a couple of bats where I hit the ball 90-something plus. Just right at people. So just continue to work, put my head down, and grind, and hopefully this is not a month-long thing.
Did you approach spring training any differently because of that, or does this
no, I probably had the same amount of bats I normally have. I did came in not peaking, or usually I come in peaking, thinking that I could get over the hump once the season starts, and I felt good coming out of spring training. It's just, gave credit to Houston. They pitched well, they located, they moved the ball around, and I didn't get any hits.
Does this feel similar to last season, or do you feel like you're in a better place?
No. Last season it was 30 degrees. It was cold. I felt like I was nowhere near the baseball. I feel like I'm putting better at bats. I feel like every at bat, as the game goes on, it gets better. There's just no balls have gone through. And last year we were 0-3. This year we came out of it 1-2. Rest tomorrow and come back and try to win the series.
Anything new on the baby? Anything new on the baby?
No, my wife. I got 0 texts from my wife right now, so I guess there's no baby coming yet. We'll see.
Is it tough to play with that kind of in the back of your head at all?
It's life, and I'm sure I'm not the only one going through it, so there's no excuses. There was no baby last year. I was in the same spot, so it's not my kid's fault. It's not my wife's fault. It's just I don't know to it. It's just I didn't get any hits.
Udo up in the 6th was the original idea having for Alvarez, and did something change?
No, he wasn't facing Alvarez on that inning. At that point, once he was either going to be, it was Canning, Alvarez. Hopefully he made him chase, got into 2 strikes, and he had the right plan, and just didn't execute there. But Budo was just more for the righties, definitely not for
Canning
Alvarez.
Alvarez, no matter what.
What do you make of the lack of offense in the series?
Yeah, I mean, look, we faced some good arms. Valdez the first day, Brown yesterday, and then today Arrighetti. I thought we were, I think we were in between a little bit. He left a lot of cutters down the middle that we didn't attack, and then he started mixing, and I feel like guys were in between overall today. We didn't hit that many balls hard today.
The slider that Alvarez did hit, did you think that was a pretty good pitch?
As soon as it happened, I thought it was a pitch, below the zone. And again, I think he's trying to bounce it there with 2 outs, knowing that you can let that guy beat you there. But that's, it happens. So I thought Canning was really good overall.
Carlos, it was really just those 2 pitches for him, right? The Pena home run and that pitch Alvarez, right?
Yeah.
What did you like that he did? Just with the slider today was good.
Slider was good, changeup was good. The velo. I mean, when you look at the first couple of innings, the fastball was up to 96, something that we didn't see in spring training. And he kept attacking, he kept mixing his pitches. I thought overall he had a really good outing.
You know what Siri saw that made him break for home?
What I
what he saw that made him decide to break?
That's instincts right there. You know, we're seeing it through. That's why he didn't go right away on contact. And then as soon as he sees the pitcher kind of giving him the whole bat, he took off. You know, so I think it was a pretty good play by him. It's a pretty, you know, I think he shows good instincts there.
Does he have the green light whenever he wants in baseball?
For the most part, there's going to be times where, you know, we'll depending on the situation, we'll make some decisions there.
Acknowledging that this was Siri's first game, what have you learned through spring training and today about what it's like having him as a player?
Having Siri?
Yeah.
Yeah, he can impact and help you win baseball game a lot of different ways. Not only with his defense, with his leg, with the way he runs the bases, but he also got power. You know, so he's a good player with a lot of tools that he's going to impact this team in a good way moving forward.
Lindor has been prone to slow starts, and recognizing it's only 3 games. What are you seeing from him so far?
Yeah, I mean, 3 games. I thought, you know, every game at least one or two quality at bats. Some balls that were hit hard today. You know, we're running at second base, got the fly ball to get the guy over. Yeah.
Peak pressing at all?
No, not really.
What do you think of Kranick in that spot?
Huge. You know, coming in with the bases loaded, facing Alvarez, not an easy situation. Kept making pitches and got out of it. You know, not only getting Alvarez and then Walker. I think attacking, but not only attacking, but executing pitches. So
That's a tough spot for somebody that's coming into their first big league game since 2022.
Yeah.
What do you like about how he handled
that's
it?
baseball. You know, we've been talking about this since the first game of the series. You know, you're trying to get him in a soft spot, and here he is. You know, in the 8th inning, down 1, bases loaded, facing one of the best innings in the league. So, and he got the job done.
Canning is kind of advertised as a touch and field pitcher, but he threw pretty hard, didn't he, today?
Yeah, that's what I said. We didn't see. We only saw 93, 94 during spring training, and today, at first inning, he's hitting 96. So that's a good sign with him throwing that hard and spinning the ball and changing speed the way he's capable of. He got something. Right?
Just kind of thrown into the fire in a bases loaded jam like that.
Yeah, I felt really good. Like I mentioned, my heart was definitely racing. You know, it feels good to kind of get the jitters in the first one out of the way. But happy with how it went.
Mendy said he was looking to get you a soft spot. Did he tell you he was looking for a soft spot?
I knew my situations, and yeah, I didn't run that one through my head. But no, like I said, you know, happy to go out there and, you know, execute and get the job done. Whatever he asks.
Did it feel any different a few years later?
This one felt really good. Yeah, it's been, like I mentioned, it's been tough the past couple of years. So really anxious to get the first one out of the way and hopefully, you know, keep rolling, keep hitting the ground running, and, you know, pick off where I left off in spring training.
How are you able to keep the nerves down to execute?
Just trying to be in the moment as much as you can. Being like externally focused, like have my direction go through Sanger there is usually my cue with catcher direction through him, and everything usually plays off of that.
Evaluate your first game for this.
Yeah, I think it's a really good one to build off going forward. Yeah, I mean, I've had some tough battles with Yoron, so that's unfortunate to end it that way. But yeah, I felt like it was the right pitch there, just didn't quite execute it.
Were you just trying to bury that slider there, Griffin? Just left it up a little bit.
Griffin, Carlos was just talking about a little more velocity that we saw from you than we saw in spring. Is that just adrenaline? Anything going to that?
Yeah, probably a little bit of adrenaline, but yeah, nice to come out and see that. I've been working on mechanical stuff all spring, so hopefully it's kind of the culmination of all that coming together. Just keep building off of it.
Otherwise, what did you think of your slider? You had a lot of good swings on it.
Yeah, I mean, I threw it a lot. They were kind of telling me that they weren't seeing it very well, so I figured I'd lean on it. I mean, other than the one to Pena wasn't seeing it very well, and then he got that one. But other than that, felt really good.
Did it feel odd or different at all to be throwing the quote-unquote secondary pitch so often?
Not really. just kind of trusting the rhythm of the game and what the hitters were telling us.
You mentioned saying pregame how it might be tough to face a lineup with as much familiarity as you have had in the past. Was there any kind of adjustments you made to kind of attack that offense?
I think it's easier to face. I mean, I just go in there just kind of knowing how I'm going to attack them. I feel like I've had more success in my career kind of facing teams that I know a little bit better. But I like pitching here. I like the challenge of their lineup.
So with that said, like, how much different of a pitcher are you facing the Astros right now than maybe last year, just with some of the things you've been working on with Hef and with this team?
Yeah, it's super different. I think maybe the usages are a little bit different. But I mean, me and Louis had gone back over like some of the starts I made against them last year and just kind of looking at how I pitched them. Yeah, I think I was just on the same page with Louis tonight of how we want to attack these guys.
Without having seen a lot of Angels, Astros, did you pitch them? I mean, you threw a lot of sliders tonight, obviously, like you said, but did you pitch them quite differently than you have in the past? Have you generally leaned on that pitch against a guy like Alvarez, or did you go more in on that tonight?
I think they're one of the lineups in the league you just can't. You have to mix it up. You have to kind of pitch them differently every single time you face them. So they always come out and have a good plan against guys 1 through 9, like kind of attack guys the same way, especially a heavy righty lineup right now. So I think you just kind of have to mix it up against them.